Hello, I'm Sue Bannister, and I'm going to talk to you about how to make an event memorable for the right reasons. Now, I was asked by Nicola for this particular subject to talk about today, and that was from last week. Now, it's about focusing on the little things that make a big difference, and I'm going to break it down to the touch points that I believe that will guide you and help you in the future. And it comes down to wanting to deliver the best events and focusing on the little things that make a big difference. And even down to when you're traveling to the venue, that's really key to making sure the delegates are going to be able to get there easily. And then as they arrive at the venue, that it's just organic and it's just happening and everything just flows and people are met and greeted correctly. And they go in to have the teas and the coffees and the refreshments, and that they're just as if they're in their own space. They feel calm, they're relaxed, everything's ready, the teas and coffees all there for them, there's no queuing. That really makes it special for them. And now we're going into the meeting room, and the delegates in the meeting room will get really frustrated if the heating's not righting, they can't see properly, there's a distraction outside, the chairs are uncomfortable. And I could go on for hours on this one. But if they are distracted, they're not going to focus on what's going on. And the footfall around the venue, that's really key as well. So you've got to know the venue of how it works. You don't really want a toilet on the upper floor and a toilet on the lower floor, and then your people queuing. And in the toilets and the people waiting, you don't want them queuing or finding out there's no toilet paper or the room's not been refreshed. Those things have to happen, and you've got to check that they are happening, because these little things make it and break it for the people who are going on the stage, like the speakers. The speakers have got to talk with clarity, and they're not going to be listened to if all those things beforehand has distracted the delegates. So the subject matter, doesn't matter how good the subject matter is, they're not going to listen if they're being distracted all the way along. But the speaker does need to have clarity. The speaker needs to be able to talk with conviction and know the subject matter. And so consequently, their timing is very critical. If they run to time, everything else runs to time, and it all works. And I say that because, like we jump back to refreshments. If you're running late or early, it's going to impact the refreshments. But the final one is that your team needs to have the right attitude throughout the whole event, from delivering to the people arriving to the people leaving. And then you're going to have an excellent event to remember. Thank you for asking that question.